Thank you, Tom. Now, a 26-year-old worker preparing to install cable guide rails on Interstate 90 was struck and killed by a hit-and-run driver this morning. This is new at noon. Erie County Coroner Lyle Cook has identified 26-year-old Jacqueline Oley of Stevens Point, Wisconsin. She works for a company contracted by PennDOT to string cable guide rails. Cook says she was wearing complete safety gear when she was struck shortly before 7:30 this morning near the Depot Road exit of the interstate. The driver left the scene in a 2010 tan Buick with heavy damage, but we're being told the driver was located outside of Corey. That driver's name has not yet been released. Now turning to a developing story this morning, first responders spend the night searching for a reported missing kayaker. The call went out just before 11 p.m. on Edinburgh Lake. Crews from Lake City and other fire departments were called to assist in this search. There's little information available at this time, but the search was suspended overnight due to weather. But according to 911, the search resumed this morning. You can watch for updates on this story on YourErie.com. Now turning to some news from the courthouse, a man charged in a 2017 murder entered a last-minute plea this morning. The jury was ready to go for opening statements in Justin Glover's murder trial. Glover is charged with strangling a woman with electrical wires and leaving her to die. The crime happening last June in an apartment on Holland Street. Glover ended up pleading no contest to several charges, including third-degree murder. He's set to be sentenced in October. An Erie County jury found a man charged with arson not guilty. Just before 9:30 last night, the jury reached a verdict in the Charles Beck trial. Beck was charged with starting a fire at the Barnett building in Albion. That fire left more than 60 people displaced from their homes. That crime happening in February of 2017. The jury acquitted Beck after several days of testimony. We reported yesterday afternoon Pope Francis finally speaks out about the grand jury report into predator priests in Pennsylvania. This is continuing coverage this afternoon. In a statement released by the Vatican, Pope Francis said, quote, "If one member suffers, all suffer together with it." He went on to say these words of St. Paul forcefully echo in my heart as I acknowledge once more the suffering endured by many minors due to sexual abuse. The Pope also said, quote, "No effort to beg pardon and to seek to repair the harm done will ever be sufficient." Bishop Lawrence Persico says the Pope is only aware of the information given to him from the diocese.
You have to realize he's dealing with the whole world. So I don't think the Holy Father had all these cases that are in Pennsylvania in front of him from the moment he was elected Pope.
Pennsylvania Attorney General Josh Shapiro is hoping that the Pope's letter will lead to more cooperation from church leaders toward the grand jury's findings. Shapiro called the letter powerful and called Pope Francis a fighter for the defenseless. "It is my hope," Shapiro saying in a written release, "that church leaders will seize denials and deflections and now fully support the grand jury recommendations." The Survivors Network of Those Abused by Priests, also known as SNAP, is holding an event tonight to talk more about priest sexual abuse. SNAP members are meeting with the media right now at St. Mark Catholic Center. Later tonight, group members will hold a support meeting from 6 until 8 at the Blasco Library. Victims of abuse and their supporters are invited. The media is not permitted inside that meeting in order to protect those wishing to speak. Family and friends and the law enforcement community are remembering the life of an Erie police officer, Michael Conway. Officers salute the flag-draped casket of the Erie police officer, an Army veteran. It was part of the ceremonial traditions as Conway was remembered at the Bayfront Convention Center. The 46-year-old Conway died on August 11th while on duty. He was at the police station when he suffered a massive heart attack. Conway was a 19-year veteran of the Erie Police Department. A distinct American flag is part of the ceremony to honor Officer Conway. The U.S. honor flag was carried by Conway's son and then placed at the head side of the casket during the funeral. Since visiting Ground Zero after 9/11, the U.S. honor flag has traveled to more than 1,000 funerals of fallen first responders and members of the military.
It's all about recognizing heroes, and this was an incredible hero, a lifetime hero, who served in the military and gave the rest of his career into the working for the city of Erie. And we want to make sure that those type of people are recognized and honored with the honor flag.
The flag arrived in Erie on Wednesday, traveling from the MacDill Air Force Base in Tampa. The team left in the afternoon for a funeral of a New Rochelle fallen officer near New York City. And kids are heading back to school. Parents, if your kids are heading to Erie Public Schools, be sure you get them enrolled on time. This is news concerning your schools. It's best to take care of enrollment sooner rather than later. The enrollment process can only start after the completion of immunizations. There are still a couple hundred kindergartners that need to be enrolled based on prior year's numbers.
If they come on Friday, they will be delayed. Their start wouldn't be till the second day of school, and so on. They need a birth certificate, an updated immunization record, parents' photo ID, and 2 proofs of residency to enroll.
Children have to be enrolled by Thursday in order to start on the first day of school, which is Monday, August 27th. Jet 24 Action News is your local election headquarters. Representative Mike Kelly is honored by the Job Creators Network for his work of cutting taxes in the area. While he was met with praise, of course, he's also met with some protest. The Job Creators Network is currently on a nationwide tour advocating for tax cuts for small businesses. Representative Kelly says he sees a boom in jobs in the area, and he credits it to the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act. Some local residents are speaking out, though.
Awful lot of jobs right now. There are a lot of people looking to hire people and to tell people, you know, your real opportunity comes in looking that the jobs are available, and are you prepared to fill those jobs?
There probably are more jobs than people, but they're minimum wage jobs, and families can't live on minimum wage. You know, you look at for example here. These are all mostly high school kids. It's seasonal employment. Are there a lot of jobs? Yeah, but they're not going to last.
Representative Kelly says he is optimistic about the future jobs force and the local economy. Scott Wagner and his running mate Jeff Bardos stopped in Erie during their campaign. This is the first town hall meeting Wagner and Bardos have hosted in Erie, but it's their 9th one overall this year. The duo says they are in Erie trying to get to know the people who live here and their issues. Wagner says this is also an opportunity for voters to get to know him and his running mate. Wagner added that some of the key issues he would tackle in this area would be Erie's blight, opioid crisis, and education system.
We unveiled a plan last week, you know, to put $1 billion in the education system without raising taxes, and you know, $700 million of that will go into school districts through a funding formula.
For all of your election news, head over to your election headquarters. That's yourerie.com. A Rock and Roll Hall of Famer is urging Pymatuning Deer Park in Crawford County to give its black bear a new home. Joan Jett, backed by PETA, has sent a letter to the park's owner. Jett wants a 23-year-old bear named Bosco moved to a, quote, comfortable, reputable sanctuary, noting the bear has no companion, is surrounded by stone walls, and is now showing signs of arthritis. The park's owner says Bosco was purchased as a cub in 1995, the last of 3 bears bought at the same time.
We don't get any animals directly from the wild, and any animals that we acquire have been raised in captivity or born into captivity and then are available for sale.
According to Jett's letter, PETA is offering to facilitate Bosco's transfer and pay any costs. It's your last chance to enjoy a great Tuesday concert, but tonight there's an extra special reason to attend. 8 Great Tuesdays will fill Liberty Park with the sounds of classic rock, with Femme Zeppelin taking the stage. They're a local female-fronted tribute to Led Zeppelin. The Riff Riders will open the show, but that's not all. Also tonight, Erie Bank will announce the results of the 2nd annual 8 Great Charities contest. The bank will award a total of $8,000 to local nonprofit organizations. Coming up on Jet 24 Action News at noon, a 95-year-old man who served as an armed guard at a Nazi death camp in Poland is deported. ABC has the exclusive footage just after Tom's forecast of the severe weather headed our way. Hey, Tom.
Well, so far so good, though things could start to pick up later on in the afternoon. More details in the forecast after the break.
From your news leader, you're watching Eleanor LaQuatra and meteorologist Tom DeVecchio. This is Jet 24 Action News at noon.
To all those at Goldberg, Persky, and White, when my husband and I had our first meeting with an attorney from your office, we had no idea of the excellent service we would receive. It's been 12 years since my husband died from mesothelioma, and thanks to your firm, I've been able to live a comfortable life and enjoy time with my family. Thank you.
Goldberg, Persky, and White, the local experts. Call 1-800-COMPLEX or visit gpwlaw.com.
We have the largest selection of certified pre-owned from state line to state line.
That's right, Andy. Lakeside Auto is the dealer that can fulfill all your automotive needs, from sales to service and even body work. With an A+ Better Business Bureau rating, all our certified pre-owned vehicles come with a 12-month, 12,000-mile warranty. We also have financing for everyone, regardless of past credit history.
Lakeside Auto, Andy says right it up.
Isn't it about time you got the best sleep of your life? Then come discover the power of Tempur-Pedic sleep at Denver Mattress. With Tempur-Pedic's pressure-relieving comfort, you'll fall asleep faster, stay asleep longer, and wake up feeling refreshed. And right now, get a free adjustable base upgrade. Or save $550 with the purchase of an Elite, Luxe, or Breeze mattress. Get the best sleep of your life today at Denver Mattress, your Tempur-Pedic Elite retailer.
Instead of going to school every morning, what if school could come to you? Because learning happens anywhere and everywhere. K-12 powered schools provide a tuition-free, full-time, online public school education taught by state-certified teachers.
It's public school at home.
K-12's curriculum is designed to engage students, to challenge them. So visit K12.com today. Tuition-free in Pennsylvania.
From Jet 24, here's meteorologist Tom DeVecchio, your weather authority.
Well, skies are mostly cloudy. So far, the weather has been rather tranquil. Part of the reason, as we see here on our Bob Frandl Ford World Sky Cam, we've had pretty much overcast conditions. That plus the fact that, the sun just isn't that strong during the morning hours. Things have been very slow to develop. Now, we have had some rain. Had some thunderstorms, some good downpours, but the severity of the precipitation so far today has not been real bad here. You can see the last of the showers and storms are moving out of Warren County here, headed toward the central part of Pennsylvania. And what we have now is a little break in the action. Now, we do have some showers and storms here over Cleveland. Those so far haven't changed a whole lot in intensity, though the leading edge has been getting a little more active. And basically, we're just going to watch through the afternoon to see how things go. We do have some clearing ahead of that band, and that could lead to some showers and storm development later on in the afternoon. There we go. Pollen report here. Tree pollen absent, grass pollen on the low side, weeds and mold spores in the moderate range. Thank you, Dr. Gallagher, for the allergen report here. Now, with all the clouds and the rainfall, temperatures have not risen very much, holding in the lower 70s for the most part. French Creek, northeast 72, same for Penn State Barron. Dr. Tom Niagara Pier, 74 degrees. Albion, Gary, about a ½ inch of rain there. And we have some good breezes as well. Edinburgh at 70 and 75 over in Corey. In the meantime, temperatures close to 70. Westmead, Ed, some good rain. And he had some good downpours as well. Meadville at 70. Out toward Pittsfield, 69. Gary and Saybrook, 1.4 inches of rain out his way. So he certainly had his share, almost an inch and a half from this morning and last night. Dew points, there's a lot of juice here. Look at the dew points. 73 in Ashtabula, 72 in Youngstown. We have it. We're waiting for the trigger. And I think the trigger is going to evolve as we head on into the afternoon. Now, you can see here in Ohio, we do have some breaks in the clouds. And we don't need full sun here to help destabilize the atmosphere. And it's going to move into an area that has some pretty decent, what we call decent shear. That means there is the possibility of a little spin in the atmosphere as this clearing comes in. I think we'll see new storm development here. Probably in about another hour, 1 to 2 hours, start to see more develop. And we'll be watching it to see if any of those storms get severe as we head on through the balance of the afternoon. The actual front itself probably won't pass through until about 8 o'clock, so we could get another round of showers and storms during the evening hours. I don't believe this trough will have enough oomph, especially if we get some good storms earlier in the afternoon to really allow for like a second round. But once that trough moves on by, We'll get some cooler and drier air moving in as we head on through Wednesday. Still could see some lake effect showers for tomorrow with the cooler air, but high pressure will eventually build in, give us some nice weather for Thursday into Friday. So your forecast here along the lake shore, some periods of showers and storms developing later in the afternoon. Some could be strong, and with more sunshine, temperatures could still hit close to 80 degrees. And on the inland side, muggy showers and thunderstorms. Some could be in the strong side, probably mid-afternoon to late afternoon. Temperatures in the upper 70s to near 80. Chautauqua-Legacy area, some showers and storms moving out. Stronger storms could redevelop again later in the afternoon. That trend could go into the evening hours, and then things gradually diminish later tonight. And some breezy conditions, cooler, and some showers at times for tomorrow with high temperatures in the lower 70s. But as the 7-day shows from your weather authority, we do expect some more sunshine Thursday into Friday with the warm-up. Warm and humid, chance of scattered storms for the weekend. Updates of that forecast can be found anytime. Check out our website, uri.com, that you can find the latest watches and warnings as well.
Well, I forgot my rain jacket today, I guess. Today was not
run to the car.
Yeah. Mad dash. Luckily, I parked close, getting here at 3:30 in the morning, so that's good. Coming up on Jet 24 Action News at noon, there is a shortage of EpiPens across the nation, making it difficult for families to find the potentially life-saving drug. How the major drug corporations are trying to help after the break.
Enrolling in Medicare for the first time can be confusing, so it's no surprise you may have questions and concerns.
Sometimes the hardest part is just knowing where to start. That's why I'm here, to guide you through the process.
When you call, you will always speak to a live local person who is specially trained in Medicare.
I am a UPMC for Life Medicare advisor.
And I'm here for you.
Call us today.
Join the thousands of drivers who have their auto insurance through AAA.
I didn't know how easy it was to just switch auto insurance.
The amount of money I was saving was staggering.
After comparing a few other rates, it was clear that AAA was our best place to be.
As a AAA member, you could save hundreds on auto insurance. This year alone, the savings could really add up. You could save even more with AAA discounts.
We have the multi-car discount, the multi-policy discount.
We save quite a bit of money by keeping everything we can with AAA.
Best of all, get the service we're famous for and peace of mind.
Our reaction was, wow. I could not believe how much money I was saving when I switched over to AAA.
I definitely feel I can rely on AAA no matter what the circumstances.
At AAA, my job is to help you get more AAA out of your AAA card. And that starts with great savings on auto insurance.
Call 866-463-9569. AAA. So easy, so smart, so switch.
You all know I've lived my whole life right here in Western Pennsylvania, and I've seen how your hard work has built our community. It was promised to you that when you were done working, you'd be taken care of. That's why I've fought to protect and preserve Medicare and Social Security, so you can afford the quality treatment you need. Because I believe in protecting the promise that was made to you and defending what lifetimes of hard work have earned.
Mike Kelly for Congress.
I'm Mike Kelly, and I approve this message.
Time now to take a look at this afternoon's market numbers. At noon, the markets are all mixed. The Dow was up 112 points. The NASDAQ was in the green, up 68 points. And the S&P 500 in positive territory, up 14 points. Russian hackers have been caught creating websites belonging to the U.S. Senate and a pair of conservative political groups. That's according to Microsoft. The company says it discovered sites spoofing both the Hudson Institute and the International Republican Institute. Microsoft says the fake sites were focused on disrupting democracy. And a national shortage of EpiPens. The shortage started in May due to manufacturing delays, which have stretched into the summer. It comes as the FDA approved a generic version of the drug on Thursday. Corporations are working to stabilize their supply and are working with patients to help find pharmacies that may have a supply. Now to the deportation overnight of a New York man officials called the last surviving Nazi collaborator ordered out of America. Authorities say the 94-year-old came here in 1949, hiding his past as an armed guard in a brutal Nazi prison camp. He was stripped of his citizenship years ago, but remained in the U.S. until now. ABC's Tara Palmieri has the story.
ABC News was there exclusively as ICE agents wheeled Yaqub Pauly from his New York home.
Sir, are you a Nazi?
You're watching a now frail 95-year-old man finally being deported for his alleged role as an armed guard at a Nazi death camp in Poland decades after his alleged involvement.
Any regrets, sir? Do you have any regrets?
Justice Department investigators say Pauly was complicit in the deaths of thousands of Jews during World War II. Authorities say Pauly lied to immigration officials when he first entered the U.S. in 1949. And it wasn't until 2003 that he was exposed as an alleged war criminal and stripped of his U.S. citizenship.
Anything you'd like to say, sir? Anything?
The lead investigator saying in 2004, quote, during a single nightmarish day in November 1943, all of the more than 6,000 prisoners of the Nazi camp that Yaqub Pauly had guarded were systematically butchered. A judge ordered him deported in 2005, but no country would take him. For years, protesters gathered outside his home in Queens, demanding action. Members of Congress imploring President Trump to finish what was started, to send a message to the entire world that the United States stands firmly against anti-Semitism, bigotry, and hatred. The deportation drawing rare praise for Trump from top Democrats.
He's a war criminal. He didn't deserve to live in the United States. He doesn't deserve to die in the United States, a place of freedom and equality where we respect each other's differences.
Clear what's next for Pauly. He's being detained by the German government, but they are still evaluating his legal status since they don't consider him to be a German citizen. That was Tara Palmieri reporting, and we'll be right back.
Overwhelmed? That's how many people feel after they're hurt in an accident. You don't know what to do or where to start. That's where our law firm comes in. Let us help to solve your problems. For a free consultation, call 1-800-9-4-EDGAR.
I had wooden windows before, and they were starting to stick, they were starting to jam. Window World had the best options, the best windows for the best value. Then I was knocked off my feet by the crew. They come out, they do their job, they clean up, they go. I was thrilled. And then I got this product. It is so wonderful. I would absolutely recommend Window World.
Window World, simply the best for less.
If you've been waiting for the deal of a lifetime on a new 2018 Chevy Buick or GMC, come to McQuillan's in Girard now. During our summer clearance event, we're taking 20% off Chevy Sonic and Impala, 18% off Buick Encore, 15% off the Chevy Equinox, and 10% off a 6 or 7 passenger GMC Acadia, 16% off Silverado and Sierra. And that's just a sample of our great summer clearance deals. You'll find even more at McQuillan Chevy Buick GMC, Route 20 in Girard.
Worried? That's how many people feel after they're hurt in an accident. You're worried about medical bills and how you'll take care of your family. Let us help to solve your problems and take your worries away. For a free consultation, call 1-800-9-4-EDGAR.
Good Kids is brought to you by Superstore Joe at Auto Express Kia.
I used to drive a Honda, but now I drive a Kia.
You can change too. Lease an all-wheel drive Kia Sorento for only $249 a month with 0 down at Auto Express Superstore.
I want to see ya in a Kia.
Hi, I used to drive a Chevy, now I drive a Kia.
It's time for Crazy Nines. Buy a Kia Forte for $13,999 or lease for only $99. $99 a month.
I want to see ya in a Kia.
Whether it's spending her free time helping her family, her church, or complete strangers, this week's Good Kid isn't your average 15-year-old. Meet Catherine.
I definitely have to say helping the kids and the elderly.
That is 15-year-old Catherine Johnson's favorite thing to do. She comes from a service-oriented family with relatives volunteering with the local ambulance service and fire department for many years.
Katie is picking up on that and keeping that tradition in her family and the tradition of the church going as well.
Catherine is described as a major asset to the Lincolnville Baptist Church in Crawford County, from cleaning the church to serving as an usher during the main service and helping with not just the younger kids, but the elderly as well. There's no task Catherine won't jump at the chance to help out with.
For the elderly, they become ecstatic because they don't expect you to do, and then you help them.
She's usually the youngest person there, and it's so nice to see her being willing to do that.
Church isn't the only place she's helping out. Catherine plays a crucial role in giving back to the less fortunate at the Second Harvest Food Bank in Union City, distributing the meals.
Because it gives people who don't know when their next meal is going to come, it helps give them their next meal.
In just a few years, Catherine plans on going to college to pursue a career in the medical field.
She's just a very caring person, whether it be people, animals, anything. She's very, very caring.
If you know a good kid like Catherine, send us a nomination at yourerie.com. Tom and I will have one last look at your forecast when we return.
It's the back-to-school sale at Denver Mattress. Right now, when you buy any size Aspen bed-in-a-box model, you'll get a free space base. And the shipping is free. Don't miss the back-to-school sale, on now at Denver Mattress.
The Crawford County Fair is coming August 18th through the 25th, one of the largest agricultural venues east of the Mississippi River. Don't miss 8 days of nonstop fun at the Crawford County Fair. Check out the Toyota Concert Series with Country Night featuring Alabama August 22nd and Christian Night starring Mercy Me with special guest 10th Avenue North August 23rd. There's something for everyone at the Crawford County Fair. Visit CrawfordCountyFairPA.com for details.
Just when you thought the Great New York State Fair couldn't get any greater, we're back again with even greater thrills, great big animals, live concerts from the greatest bands, and tons of great food. And this year, we've added the brand new Expo Center with great attractions like free public ice skating with admission. Don't miss out on all the great fun from August 22nd to September 3rd in Syracuse, New York. Get your tickets to the Great New York State Fair at iloveny.com.
It's our anniversary sale at Furniture Row. Shop hundreds of rooms in every style starting at just $10 a month. Plus, 5 years no interest financing. Enjoy the largest selection at the lowest prices. Only at Furniture Row.
Next CT, we're with J-Lo for her big VMAs honor.
See you there.
Why everyone is talking about her epic performance, plus all the stunning and shocking fashion. Then, Blake and Adam, step aside. There's a new dynamic duo on The Voice. But why is Kelly getting called out?
I thought we was friends. Why would you do this?
They're finally fighting. Next CT.
Tonight at 7:30 on Jet 24.
Hello.
Hello.
Your turn. Your turn.
Guys, it's been a long day. All right, finally.
Eleanor.
A nun from Chicago doesn't need to pray for a perfect throw because she's already got it.
Sister Mary Jo Sobiek of Marian Catholic High School took to the mound for the ceremonial first pitch of the Chicago White Sox game over the weekend.
You can see, wait, here it is, her
Look at
pitch
this.
right down the middle.
Man.
The White Sox called the pitch one of the most impressive pitches of all time. Certainly looks like it. Of course, now she's a sports sensation.
Look at that. And the number 60, what she's wearing, well, that's how fast. That is her fastball. That's what it clocks at, 60 miles an hour.
It's amazing. I don't think mine would clock in
She's
at 10.
got game. The sister's got game. Proud of you.
All right, let's talk about weather.
Real quick here, looking at a chance of showers and storms later in the afternoon. Some could be on the strong side.
All right, that's it for now. Have a great afternoon.
Take care.